So I've not done a video for a while. There's not been any need to or any reason to. I've been super busy. My band Broken has now we've parted ways, we've split up, so that's over basically. It might be back one day, I don't know, but definitely not in the near future with the way things are looking. We've not fallen out or anything. It's just we've called it a day, and that's that. I'm forming a new band now called Hand of Scars, and you'll see quite a lot of that. The new stuff that I've written for that is really, I think it's the best stuff that I've ever written. I think it's going to be really chunky, really meaty, really bouncy, got a lot of groove. I just need a singer and a bass player, and we're going to have to get the right guys. I'm not going to rush into just getting anybody on board. I'm going to be really good, and they've got to be committed and everything. So that's that. Anyway, the question that I'm going to answer today for you is a question that I get asked all the time. I've tried to answer it in another video already about the Evh lunchbox. Now obviously the lunchbox and the Mini, they're in the same ballpark sort of thing, money wise. They've both got 2 channels. This one shares, it's actually got 3 channels, but it shares it. It shares the clean and the blue on one set of controls. Now what everyone asks is the lunchbox loud enough to gig? I think it is. It's really loud amp actually. It's too loud for the house, that's for sure. That's what I think. My opinion is it's too loud for the house, not that is it loud enough to gig. It keeps up with the Mini all the way up to about half. Just the lunchbox starts getting a bit thin around when you push it past half or around halfway. It starts losing a bit of body and a bit of fullness, but that's all down to headroom, you know. And who's going to have their amp up there anyway? I mean, seriously, that's ridiculously loud to have it up there. The thing is, actually when you've got bigger valves in the power section, you're going to have a fatter, more thumpy, thicker tone anyway, at any volume. And that's something which I think could be an issue, but I don't think it is with the lunchbox, because the lunchbox has got such a attacking, gritty, really midi pokey. It's got a lot of poke and a lot of attack, and it's very clear and very transparent. It's actually the best tone that I think the best raw tone that I've ever had from any amp is actually the lunchbox. It's really is a nice tone, very clean, very articulate. So is it loud enough? Well, what I'm going to try and do today is I'm going to keep edging up the dials on both amps. Okay, I'm going to basically go 1, 2, 3, 4 on both amps, play one riff, and then you can see the difference and what happens to the amps as you turn them up and down. And is there a difference in loudness? Loudness is a funny thing because it depends on the room. I've used a lunchbox in a medium-sized room unmiked up to about halfway, and it was still there. You know, it was still there. It was still pretty angry. Like I say, it didn't have as much low end. Once you start cranking it, it hasn't got as much thickness, as much headroom, as much low end as obviously the big 6L6 tubes in the other head. But we'll see anyway. Let's just do it. Let's see how it keeps up with the Mini. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm using the 2x12 only here, the Hesu 2x12, and I am using the camera mic. Okay, I'll just do a riff on each dial and go up and compare them both and see what you think, see how the tone changes, see if you think one is louder or bigger sounding than the other. This is about as accurate as I can possibly get it by using the camera mic. so there you go. Basically, I went through the first 3 notches on each head. So 1, 2, and 3. Now, the settings on both heads I've put to exactly the same. The resonance is on full on the Lunchbox. On the Mini, it's just a bit less than full, because if you put it on full on the Mini, it gets pretty nasty. So there you go. Everything else is exactly the same settings. What I noticed was that the Lunchbox is clearer. It's a dirtier head, is the Mini. It's definitely a dirtier, slightly looser feel to it. You know, it's got a bit of a rectifier thing going on. I think the Mini. I've always thought that on the blue channel it's got a bit of a sluggish punch to it, which is nice for a change. And the Lunchbox is more attacking, obviously, and pokey. Now, what I did notice on the first notch, number 1, in the room, I don't know what it's going to come like on the camera, but in the room, the Lunchbox was, it felt louder on number 1, okay? But it's a bit more clear, got a bit more mid. So anyway, that's how loud they get. Compare them on the video, see what you think. Put something down in the comments. I don't know whether this was a useless video or a useful one, to be honest, but it's a good excuse to get EVHs out and have a little play with them. See you soon. Please go in the links below and like my 2 new bands that I am currently forming, and also please subscribe to my channel, because there's a demo going to come soon. I don't know when. That is going to be the best demo I've ever done, and I can't wait to do it. If you're a fan of EVH stuff, then subscribe. It's coming, and it's going to be the beast of all demos. See you soon.